Next topic is generation of pulse width modulation. Pulse width modulation. Pulse width modulation is the definition is pulse width modulation technique which is converting analog signal into digital signal for transmission of information by using these modulation techniques. Different types of modulation techniques are there: pulse amplitude modulation, pulse width modulation techniques. These techniques are used for the transmission of to modulate the various signals to transmitting the information from one location to another location. Due to the different techniques are applied to different techniques useful. Which technique is useful for better than that techniques are used by various methods, various applications. We have to use this modulation techniques, pulse width modulations, and pulse width modulation techniques most useful for 555 timers and various digital electronic system to give the on the ACRs or small pulses by using this pulse width modulation techniques. Pulse width modulation is techniques which is converting from analog signal into a digital signal for transmission, and pulse width modulation techniques are generating variable width of the signal based on the modulations of the various signal information. We have to transmit the modulated with the information with the carrier to change the width. The generation of pulse width modulation is controlled by the power delivery. When we have to using this application to controlling the power from various devices to turn on or turned off. That's why we are using this techniques, pulse width modulation. Next, basically the block diagram of the pulse width modulation. First given to the input signal, and next we had two signals are there. One is the input signal, another signal is carrier signal. Carrier signals is having the change the characteristics, amplitude, message signal, and all those things characteristics. And these all are the carrier signals are mainly high frequency signals to modulate the signal with message signals are generally applicable for low frequency signals, for like speech signals, voice signals, and various signals having the low frequency signals to transmitting the longer distance to weak the signal. Some noises will be added due to changes their characteristics and change their amplitude, and various parameters are will be changed according to the long distance to transmit the low frequency signals. Due to the adding additional noises like general various noises. Noise means unwanted signals to occurring the added with the information. That signal can be reduced at the receiving end by by minimizing the noise signal by various techniques. And message signals are M of t and carrier signal is C of t, and two signals are given to the comparator. Basically comparator is two input, a comparator having the two inputs and single output to comparing the various signals, voltage levels of input signal and carrier signals to compare to get this output signal. Basically comparator two conditions are there: input voltage is greater than the carrier voltage, then the message input signal is greater than sampled signal or carrier signal, then input will be getting the positive pulse. And if it is input signal is less than the carrier signal, will be get the negative pulse, negative signal. Two inputs are compared every stage, every instant of time. Every instant of time we have to compare the signal to get the desired output. Then we have to get the two comparator having the two input signals and a single output. To compare the each stage we have to given to the output for the condition I have to told. And next we have to go to this input signal is v input signal, v into function of time, v into t. And carrier signal, the carrier signal is the carrier signal the carrier signal is vc of t. It is also a function of time. And if input is greater than vc of t, we get the positive pulse. We have to design a positive small pulse, we have to get the magnitude. And if v into t is less than vc of t, we get the negative pulse, and we have to get the positive pulse. For this input is greater than the vct of t, positive pulse, and input is less than the vc of t, and positive pulses and negative pulses. And if it is v of it greater than vct, we get the positive pulse, and less than the negative pulse. That is basically the condition to compare each stage. Then we have to pulse width modulation techniques convert the audio signal into sequence of pulses having a constant amplitude, but the width is directly proportional to the amplitude of the audio signal. And input will be changes, the width will be changes according to the carrier of the pulses of the input signal. And the amplitude is constant of the message signal, and we have to change the pulse width according to the message signal. The carrier will be changes the width according to the carrier width, according to the width. That is called as the pulse width modulation technique. And this is the basically we have to get this pulse width modulation comparisons. We have to get this pulse width modulation, and we have to demodulate the signal to original signal. We have to reconstruct. And demodulation of the pulse width modulation. Demodulation is the extraction of the original information bearing the signal from modulated carrier signal. And this can be used for this demodulation. Demodulation is extraction of the original signal information bearing the signal from modulated carrier signal. Means that we have to reconstruct the original information at the receiving end by using the demodulation techniques at the decoder end. It is used to recover the information content. What are the content we have to transmit? We have to get the information to modulated carrier signal. And carrier signal modulated into carrier. And the basically demodulation pulse width modulation, it consisting of a message signal, that is the ramp signal, synchronous pulse generator, another one is the adder and clipper and low pass filter and output. These all are basically consist of a demodulator circuit diagram. First we have a ramp. Ramp is the linearly increasing the amplitude with respect to the time. And synchronous pulse generator, according to the pulses, those two signals are added. We have two signals are added at the adder, and after adder we have to using the comparison the signal. We have to unwanted signal will be there. We have to using the clippers, and positive clippers or negative clippers. Various clippers are used to clipping the unwanted voltage levels. That is the clipper circuit. And next it is given to the low pass filter. Low pass filter is removing the high frequency component and allows the low frequency component, is called as the low pass filter. Low pass filter is high frequencies, eliminating the low pass filter. Then we have to get the desired output across the demodulator circuit. This is the basically signals we have to compare to reconstruct the message signal. Then we have to go to the demodulation, working of demodulator. The generator of pulse width modulation is then applied to the ramp signal generator and synchronous generator. The generator of pulse width modulation is then applied to the ramp signal generator and synchronous generator. The ramp signal is linearly increasing the amplitude of particular duration of the pulses, such as the height of the ramp is directly proportional to width. According to the width, the amplitude is varies. That is the ramp generator by generating the various uh, designing of the circuit. The synchronous pulse generator, the procedure reference pulses with a constant amplitude and get the pulse width. We had a constant amplitude and a pulse width, and then we have to, this is the basically demodulated circuit. Some drawbacks and what are the advantages are there, disadvantages for pulse width modulation. The advantages for this is low noises. You have to get the low noise and less noise will be there in the to variation of the width of the carrier according to the message signal. The noises will be less. Okay, noise will be less in pulse width modulation. Next is equal to low power consumption. It requires to transmission of the from transmitter to the receiving end for a longer distance. We have to get only transmission of power is requirement. Another factor is power to deliver the information from one stage to another stage for different stages and to reach our destination, source to the destination. And the requirement of the power is low consumption of power. It will be take the less power to transmit the signal. Next advantage of this pulse width modulation is high efficient. High efficient means high signals, high efficient. And next advantage of this pulse width modulation is pulse width modulation does not requirement of synchronous between the transmitter and receiver. There is no synchronous between the transmitting end and receiving end for synchronous purpose. But this is the advantage of the main advantage of the pulse width modulation. Next is applications. What are the applications? We have to get applications of this pulse width modulation is using the application telecommunication and also voltage regulator, and you have to using the telecommunication, all the telecommunication we have to telecasting the information to reaches the information from one person to another person, one person to many persons. So these are the various reaching the information to getting the information from one user to another user, different users, by mainly using the pulse width modulation. Next application, this can be used for voltage regulator. This can be constructed by voltage regulator, and regulator we have to using the constant voltage. We have to get the maintain the to run the device as a constant voltage to using this pulse width, the constant supply voltage, get the voltage regulator. Next is power deliver means reaches the one point to the another point, and the power deliver how much consumption of power to reaches the some losses will be there to adding the various component requirement or some consumption of power due to the some maybe less, or sometimes it will be observe the power, some devices less, some devices will be higher according to this according to their power delivery is requirement. Next is amplification means improve our signal. Amplification is nothing but improve the signals. We have to get this improving the amplification is increasing the signal strength. Next point is application for using the conversion of analog signal into digital converter. Analog to digital converter. This is our various topics of this pulse width modulation.